Hi folks, bit of a life update I guess, a little life update vlog. My 2-week holiday, my spring holiday, although May always to me feels like it's summer. Spring holiday has come to an end. I got quite a lot done. Obviously I captured Crow's Buttress and all those tours, and I even captured a Welsh mountain and a few Welsh mountains at that, which was pretty good. Did some camping. That's achievement stuff for me. Did some other personal achievement stuff that needed to get done really, like to be done stuff. I got a filling fixed at the dentist for a ridiculous amount of money, and now my bank account is down. Bank account isn't as down as far as I thought it'd be, but the filling did cost, or the crown did cost £1,000. Also got my rear wipers on my car fixed, so there's only one outstanding thing currently to fix on my car, which is good. After I came back from the camping, hiking, mountain trip, I just noticed, maybe after lots of motorway driving, just like lots of little dots on my window. And I ferociously cleaned my window the other day with some auto glim, and just like I parked outside a pub, and for some reason there was like a steam engine coming by to park in front of me at the pub, which was quite random, and an old car. Scrubbed the heck out of my front windscreen because it was bothering me. I think some of it is where there are little tiny nicks in the glass, and those get filled with dirt quite easily. So there's like one kind of right in front of my steering wheel, slightly to the right. Just this little nick, and you don't notice it after it's been freshly cleaned, but like very soon after it just gets filled with whatever, and it just becomes a dark tiny scratch, but it can be distracting sometimes. But after driving on the motorway, there was loads of different things like that on my window, and I was like, yeah, I'm not fully I gave it a big clean, but I'm not fully satisfied that I've got rid of it all. I still see tiny flecks everywhere, and I'm wondering if it's more of those little nicks in the actual glass that fill up. Baffling. Quite a lot of nice nature stuff to be seen on the mountain trip. There was like a bird in the night that was like meowing. It's like really strange. Just like meow, meow, meow. Like, what the fuck? Like a bird. It must have been a bird. I've never heard it before. And there's all sorts of birds moving around. I put a bin bag outside my tent on the guy rope just to, put crap in as I was going with my camping. And I kind of left it there in the night, and then I heard some fumbling around in the night, and it was a hedgehog who was trying to get into the bin bag. So I'm like, okay, screw you, hedgehog. Just took the bag away from him and put it on a park bench thing that was nearby. It's kind of funny though, being woken up in the night by a hedgehog. I was like, what is that? Because the first few times I looked, there was like nothing there. I was like, this animal, whatever it is stealthy. Is it a fox that keeps going into the wood then out again? But no, it was a little hedgehog. Don't know why that's part of the life update, but I guess it must be. I get another break, which I've planned to get like 5 point something, I don't know, 5.4, 5.6, something like that, weeks of holiday per year. And I thought, I'm just going to ball them all together in the part of the year that is good, that I want to use. So I did this one in May. It's my favourite month. It's like a summery bit of spring. This is coming to an end. Now I got like almost 2 months, and then July I got 3 weeks off. It'll be like this break but one more week, so I'm thinking of trying to do a trip abroad even though my bank account's down. Maybe there's cheap flights. I was thinking of Canada, see my friend. If not, I could go to like Greece or Romania or something like that. I'll have to look into Cyprus because the fucking lockdown. I'm very disappointed in Cyprus with all its lockdown restrictions. It went on for so long, even like beyond lockdown. Just like, oh my god. The place I was raised is like an authoritarian hellhole now. So, I'd only be there for the place, the beaches, the history, and the non-authoritarian areas of it, I guess. Kind of purposefully lost track of news and stuff. It's a lot better when you ignore the news, even though I've seen every time I tune into the news, I can see the government is doing even more horrific stuff to us. I think the last thing that caught my eye is they plan to insert high level of fluorides into bottled drinking water in the same way as they fucking put that stupid cap on all our bottles that everyone hates. Like trying to force poison into us now, so at some point we won't be able to buy bottled water. Anyway, there's thousands of those things that government are doing that are insane. And you just have to tune out of them at a certain point, because you've got enough evidence already that they're the most evil faction imaginable, and we should do something about it. So, you don't need to listen to the news after that point, because you have like years of history about what they've done. I'll do some more ANCAP videos at some point. I'm just doing a catch-up vlog now. I've been doing lots of hiking vlogs. Yeah, went out for a walk with Max finally. It would have been nice to have him come down to the Crow's Buttress walk, but he's kind of like a minor Dartmoor celebrity, so he's always very busy. But yeah, I was lucky to find a moment for him to come hiking with me, so that was good. You've probably seen that video now, a couple of videos back. The signs of summer have been fully coming through now, including my hay fever started kicking off. I think it started kicking off when I was at Pennyfan and doing those mountain hikes. I started noticing I was like sneezing as I was walking past flowers and stuff. That's happened now. My vanilla flowers, my favourite flowers in the garden, which produce like a vanilla scent, no idea what they're called, are dying off, so their era has come to an end. It's a very short-lived plant, but that's coming to an end, coinciding with my hay fever booting up, which is normally like 1st of June to 30th of June, which incidentally is why I didn't put like a holiday break there, because I think hay fever would kind of annoy me and hamper me during that, whereas not so bad for my hay fever to annoy me and hamper me during work, because, whatever, I'll just kind of work through it as much as I can. And I've told them at work that I have this thing, so they should know. Domestic abuse situation still going on. I thought there was a bit of a lull back there where they weren't doing as much, but then yesterday, Sam just started fucking doing stuff again, just because I was in the kitchen making dinner and he happened to be in the kitchen at the same time. It's like, oh my god, I've seen the person that I attack. Now I'm gonna go around slamming doors and rearranging towels and stuff, because I've remembered that he still exists in the same house as me. Well, of course I do. I live there. I have to eat food. I'm human. Yeah. Insane behaviour, as per usual. No change in their behaviour. Dad's not really got out walking on the moors for big walks with me since the Higher White Tour walk. I thought he'd come out walking with me on my break, but because he's got reduced staff at work, because one of my brothers, Joe, has left work and our other staff member is away for a bit. He's been in the shop quite a lot, so I guess he didn't want a more walk because of that. He's doing a lot of that. I'm trying to keep my eyes open for like a libertarian meet in the UK. You can't really say an anarchist meet, because you get like obviously bombarded with feds like trying to sneak into the event. But I think you get away with a libertarian meet, because some of them like make out that they're, and some of them are kind of statist because they're pushing for Libertarian Party stuff, but at the same time you might get like ANCAPs, anarchist voluntarists, who attend those kind of meetups. So I mean, it might be a good thing to go to a libertarian meet, even if it's a party libertarian meet, just because not the organisers but some of the people attending might possibly have the same idea that I do and might be more anarchist or capitalist leaning rather than party libertarian leaning. It's very hard to find places like that where like-minded people can meet up who are individualists who hate the government for several reasons. But yeah, I'd like to get myself maybe to attend one of them if I can find one, but I don't really know where they would be. Perhaps in Bristol at some point. I like to change my spending habits and maybe my eating habits a little bit, just so it'll help me save more money, because obviously just a sudden dentist thing popping up that wipes out a ton of my funds is not good. So maybe if I can make my teeth a little bit last longer before the next dentist visit, then I won't suddenly have to be in a position where I'm spending a shit ton of money suddenly like that while I'm trying to save. Obviously still the target is the flat, and the target is obviously to get my account back up to 17 grand, where it was years ago now when I lost my previous work due to someone else's actions. Yeah, still trying to make the best out of life in a shitty situation. still in that kind of frame of mind. There's still a lot of stuff that I want to do. There's a lot of projects I've got on the list that I'd like to finish. For instance, the Western Line documentary and various fictions, like try and get to the point where I can get back on the suppressed type-ups and audiobook thing and try and upload that to YouTube. Try and finish the Western Line would be to finish my main more walking project, so that like any more videos I do on Dartmoor walking and stuff would be like purely leisure based and not like trying to make a project out of it that would be this kind of hiking guide that helps people find stuff in the West. Try and find ways to make money out of my art. That'd be good, but I've been trying that all my life and it's very difficult. I think there are just things that you have a passion for and things that you want to do yourself, royal you again, that don't make money because other people don't see something they want to buy there. And that's fine, you know, I'll have other work on the side where I'm actually making money from stuff that isn't my passion, but people want to buy from. But it would be nice to get some of my art sold in one way or another, or produce art that actually makes money. I do not want to bow to the whole advertising thing or get a sponsor or do a product on YouTube or monetize my channel with ads. I fucking hate ads, so you'll never see that from me. I hate it every time I see it in someone else's vid. It just makes me want to skip ad if the content is good enough in the video, or just not watch the video. Yeah, it's intrusive, it's bullshit, it's pervasive. I do not agree with the whole advertising thing. You know, if you could consent to ads, consent to receiving ads, fine, but we don't consent to receiving ads. We're essentially raped by them. You know, here's this thing right in your face, you've got to watch this. Like, did I ask to watch this? No, it's just being pumped into my face. When you go to the cinema, or even when you walk around the street and there's a giant billboard, or when you're trying to do something on the internet, ad. Like, did I ask for that? Did I allow that? No, I did not. So why are you fucking doing it to me? So ad block is a very valid tool, and it's horrible how in recent years ads have been circumventing ad block. That's just disgusting to me. So you'll never see that from me. I do not want to advertise a product. If you see me holding up a product and going, oh, I like this, it's because I actually like it and I just have it at the time. And I'm like, oh, maybe you like this, because I'm actually recommending it because I like it. Like, I'm not being paid to do it, sort of thing. Like Pepsi with normal bottle caps, not bullshit Enviro commie bottle caps, for instance. Buy some Pepsi, because they're not currently doing that. Whereas all the other, like practically every other company who makes bottled drinks is doing that. So it'd be interesting to know how Pepsi have got away with not doing it, because it looks like it's being forced top down by some kind of government entity. Anyway guys, just finishing off on that life vlog stuff. At some point in the future it'd be nice to try and do a podcast, but that actually means finding someone specific who's a good friend, who I have good chemistry with, to do that podcast with. That's not going to happen unless I find a co-host who's good at talking about that stuff quite freely and has a offensive sense of humour and all this nonsense. That's a project that would be nice to do in future. I don't know if I'll actually get it done. Yeah, lots of projects on the channel that I'd like to finish off. Not going to be doing big hikes. If I go on a big journey in my July holiday, I will probably film that. And I've got to do the bodyboarding return with the GoPro, so that's on the cards as well. Until then, I got my first shift back at work this evening, like a night shift. And I'm just going to put out odd little vlog videos like this in between my days of work, I guess, on the days off. So nothing big for a while, but you've had a few big things from me, and I guess you've heard my situation and my aims, so I'll catch you all later, folks. Thank you for watching. Try and get these birds to do what they were doing before. They were like two cute birds, and they're like levitating on the spot by this street lamp thing. Whoa, there goes one. Can't get them to do it. They were doing it beside each other, just levitating on the spot like a helicopter. He's doing it, he's doing it. Oh, he did it. Oh, I captured it that time. Amazing. Are they doing it? They are kind of doing it. They're all, the three are doing it. Three are doing it. What a capture. They're all flying up near the pole, letting the wind catch them and like levitating. Oh, look at it. Look at it happening. Incredible. You sweet little birds. You funny little bird fellas. That was great.